So our base is all ready to go, and now it's time to decorate it. So I've chosen to print off some papers from the Woof collection from Knitwits. I love the digital ones just because I can print off as many as I want, so if I need two of the same thing to make a cover, I can. If I was using a paper kit, I'd be a bit more limited. So I've just printed out a range of them. Now I've designed this album to use minimal paper, and pretty much it's just thin scraps other than the cover and these two parts here. The rest of it is thin strips. So to help bulk it out then, I've got all these white photo panels. So I'm going to keep my original one here just for reference. So beforehand, I've cut out 23 of these. Now these are just a bit bigger than your normal 6x4 photos. So it's 6¼ by 4¼ Now I didn't think you'd want to watch me cutting out 23 of those. I'm sure you're okay to do that. I'm just going to glue them down. So I'm going to start with my waterfall. And I'm going to put a landscape. So I'm sticking it down, leaving an even border along the top and sides. I'm going to put some decorative paper there. So when I open it up, I made these square so I can have some portrait photos and some landscape. So on the top, I'm going to start on the left hand side, and then on the bottom a portrait one. So here's where my join is, so I'm going to come down just slightly from there. Now my decorative paper is going to go here, so when the album is closed you can see the decorative papers showing through. Now then, so our first inside's done. So I've put this on the left, so my next one I'm going to put on the right. So I'm going to alternate my pages back and forth, back and forth. And again, my landscape one, on the top of this square. So I've done left, right, so this time I'm going to go left. And a landscape on the top. So left, right, left, right. And my last landscape one. Awesome. So that's our waterfall Done. So we're now going to go inside, and here you can do whatever you want really. You can put it going across and have a big piece of decorative paper, but I've done it with two separates. So I didn't want my photos next to each other, so I put them away. So I've lined them up to these corners. So you could put them in the middle, have decorative paper top and bottom. Have one top, one down. But I liked having the two different papers just to show off the nice papers really. And there we go. Left side done. We're now going to move to the right hand side. Now when I made my original sample, I made a mistake here. I wanted to put this panel on the top and have the decorative piece here so I could put the button tie-up closure here. But I made a mistake, so I had to add some magnets in instead. So this time I'm going to do it like I originally wanted. Which is the same as my waterfall. There. Okay, so now my decorative piece will go there and here, and the tie will go there. So I'm going to open it up. Now I started on the bottom. Because this was just designed for the photo mat. Now I didn't want photos next to each other, so I left space for the decorative paper, and I'm just going to go on top of this join. So there's my score line, work off that. There we are. And again, decorative paper here. So that's our front page done. So when I opened it up, I wanted these two to sort of match. So in my original one, just as I did on the other side, I made them symmetrical. So before I stick it down, I'm just going to put some tape over the magnet. The reason I do that is the tape just smooths over the magnet. It's not holding it down, it just gives a less harsh line underneath the cardstock. There we are. I can do the same opposite side. So then, the inside, oh sorry, I've got one more to do here again before we get to the inside. There we are. And now we've reached the 5-page spread here. So on my original one, As you see, same layout again along every one, and working from the central panel, it's just symmetrical. So I like that, so I'm going to do the same again. So start off with the middle one, the one with a pouch. I'm going to place it landscape, like that. So then we still got the pouch then not hiding much of the photo. So on the original one, I think, yeah, I went bottom right. So I'm gonna match that up this side. And we've got the bottom one, so we're going to go top this time. And match that up this side. There we have it. Now, because I cut the papers in pairs, I do have a spare one, and I can either use that on another project, or later on I can make some photo mats to go behind our main pouches. And there we are. We've added the white panels ready for our photos, and as you can see, every photo is 6x4. So there's no trimming, there's no cutting down, deciding which size and awkward sizings at all. It's just stick them in, which I think is great. Okay, so now it's time to start adding some colour.